Welcome to Blades and Blasters. This is Demon Gate. This is episode 24, the Vagabond campaign. I am the one called Rogue, and I am the GM this evening. I think this is episode 24. There have been many. And if you like the system, please pick it up. Check out arcanumsyndicate.com or drivethroughrpg.com. Let's see, tonight we have Friendly Fire as Elar, the Elf Mage. Matt is playing Emmy, a Human Monk, and Aki is playing Denatriu, a Dark Elf Scout. Let's see here. The right map. Oh no, everything's moving slow.
What's happening with Roll20?
Has it been doing this to you?
Yeah, only with a big map though, like one that I put in too much dynamic lighting, and by too much I mean I use the freehand tool to do dynamic lighting. Never do that.
Yeah. Several of mine have many different images.
I don't think the images should be an issue. It's just that it's not loading on your end.
It's moving really slow. Let me see if this is good. That's weird. It was doing fine yesterday.
Roll20?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. You guys see all right on that?
Yep.
All right. And you can see the handout.
Yeah.
All right. So on the night of the 17th, Denatriu, Peef, and Dre and Emmy, they headed out to the ship docks near the slums of Threepenny Palace. The ship's name, the Paragon, was docked on the wharves, flying a banner of Northwater, and another of the Golden Suns, a merchant's guild in that city, a rich one at that. The tavern, where they were sure many of the ship's inhabitants would be, was right on the dock. An old sign swung on the salty breeze and read The Jaded Burrow. The group had gone on board, with Peef telling Emmy, Denatriu, and Dre that this was just a good cause. There were slaves on board. But really, though, Peef and her friend Helena just wanted to snatch up some coin, cause some chaos, perhaps, to the greedy criminals. Yet they did end up rescuing someone from the ship's brig, a minotaur with an odd Atacrolian name, Petronius. He was hiding out now in the market. For the time being, one of the large tents would have to do. Elar was able to make it back over to the Alchemist Island to do some shopping, some studying, and once again reunite with Toko. Actually, the little monkey found him while walking through the crowded streets of the large island. I'm gonna say that maybe Dre was with you for a time, but then had to leave, you know. So maybe he spent like the day with you, walking around and shopping and stuff
Sounds
on
good.
Alchemist Island, you know. And you were able to get Toko, you know, actually before you got to the tower, you know, yeah. Toko ran up out of the crowd and just kind of jumped up on your shoulder. So at this point, you're kind of walking alone, uh, and we'll get to the others later in this scene. Let me take Dre out of there. Poof. So in this scene, nope, it's not nighttime. Stop that. So after Elar spends some nice time with Dre, Dre walks off, and you're left there with the populace and of Northwater and the booming trade and mystical items for sale, exotic magic, probably having a good old time. And you can see the towers of the 5 summoners in the background. For a moment, you do a double take for you see this huge ship, like parked on top of one of the towers, and it's highly adorned with like copper plates on the side that kind of shine in the suns. The artistry looks like a dragon almost. The head of the beast is fitted onto the mast. And you come across an interesting tent with a merchant there, some Mintep, Grimalkin. Is kind of a chubby one, pipe in his hand. He has beautiful emerald green eyes, and he smiles at you and nods. And you notice that he has some items on the table too. He's got some exotic-looking flute. It looks like it has, you know, artistry of the desert lands on the side of it. But go ahead and tell me what you're doing in this scene here.
Yeah, I would. Elar would be examining the wares to see what all is being sold, and really, you know, taking his time, uh, trying to draw stories out of the shopkeeper about the various pieces.
Yeah. He looks over at you, interested as he takes a puff of his pipe, and he says, "Ah, this item here." He says, "This is no regular flute." And he picks it up and he starts to play. You notice that there's a pillow near him, and he starts to play some weird song that you've never heard, some exotic song, and you see this. It looks like a snake starts to rise off the pillow, but it's actually a rope. And he smiles and he says, "Bardic magic. Have you ever seen that before?"
Oh, can he that? I haven't. Oh, can anyone do it?
And he says, "No, not just anyone." He says, "Please take a look at my wares. I have crystals from far beyond the desert lands of Vazundenal. And make a perception check."
All right. See if I remember how to do that. A 12.
All right. You notice across the alleyway at that time, there's 2 humanoids kind of lurking in the shadows, both of them bald, wearing some strange robes, like different colors on them, gold embroidered and strange mystic symbols on them. but they seem to be like watching you for a moment. And when you turn and notice them, they kind of look away, pretend not to be inquisitive of you.
I think I'll use that opportunity to go further into the shop and really engage this Mentep. So, like, if you're a bard then, and you use this flute, then you can do bardic magic? Is that what you're telling me?
And he says, well, the flute helps, but you must learn the song, and in the song is the magic. The special tunes, they awaken the magic, just as the words you speak might create a spell for you.
Oh, that's champion that. And where do you learn these songs? Can they be taught? Are there books on them?
They can. I will sell you this 12 gold talons, the flute, and the spell song.
So, Elar will, pause for a moment to consider it carefully, and he'll say, well, that seems fair then. But, I was wondering if you might be able to, perhaps for another coin, do me a favor.
Of course.
There's a couple of blokes behind me, bald fellas, in colourful robes. Don't look at them just now, but they've been eyeballing me for a while. I was wondering, maybe I could leave out the back of your stall. After I purchase your wares, of course.
He smiles, and he nods, and he says, those two, they look like trouble. And he says, please. And he holds out his hands for the coin, and picks up the flute, and you see like a scroll, a few pages rolled up in parchment.
So I will pay. Oh, go ahead first.
Well, he slides them into like a scroll case, and then basically that's the spell song he's putting in there.
So I will hand him the 12, and then an additional 2 gold coins.
He says, thank you very much. Yes, right this way. And he waves for, like, the back entrance to the tent, which you can see goes down the back alley.
Yeah, I will, thank him, sir. Thank you again for your kindness, and I look forward to hearing what beautiful music this will play. Hopefully I'll see you again.
Says, may the gods watch over you. So you slip out the back there,
Yeah.
and go ahead and make a concealment check, but you can add a +4 to it.
Plus
If you
4
don't
ranks
have
or 4 to the die roll?
4 to the die roll. If you don't have the concealment skill, it'll be a perception.
I do. I have it.
Nice. 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 Sweet. Yeah. So, as you're slipping through the back alleyway, you notice that they're there almost instantly as you get back there, and you can hear the Menteb start to talk to them, trying to sell them stuff. Please, let me show you some of my wares, and they're they're not interested at all, but how does Elar escape this situation?
Yeah, so since I sort of got the slip on them, as they get distracted and they're, looking left and right, I will wait for them to, head one direction, and then I'll slink off down the alley in the other direction.
Cool. And are you going to be heading back to the market then?
Definitely. Oh, yeah, to our usual staging area, yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's what I'll say. You'll meet up with the others then, and we'll go ahead and start a scene together there. This scene's gonna start with Donacio and Emmy in a tent with Petronius. Petronius.
Spectro Petronius.
As soon as I can find it. Oh, I know where it is.
Oh.
Hold on just a second. Somebody's getting a phone call.
I hear that. Petronius, put away your phone. We have to discuss important matters.
Petronius, no phonius. Fucking shit. Fucking up.
That was too good. All right. Yeah, in this scene, it is Donatrio and Emmy. Enith is in there as well, and Petronius. And Elar, you'll be showing up in just a few. And inside the tent, this is, I'd like to say maybe it's like Faustine's tent or something, or one of them, in the caravan. So she's probably out there cooking outside,
Nice.
agreed to hide Petronius for the while, and time being until you guys leave the city.
So I think spending time in the tent with Petronius. It's only been like a day since we've rescued the guy, and we've given him some time to cool off and probably process everything that's happened so far. Emmy goes over to the table nearby and picks up a pitcher and pours a few glasses of water. It's like a lukewarm water since probably don't have ice right now. No magic users nearby to cool these things down. So she gonna take some water over, gives one to Enith and Donatrio and Petronius. She doesn't sit or anything, but she tries to lean against one of the poles and it creaks a little bit, so she jumps off and dusts off her back and looks towards Petronius. So, exactly, what do you remember happening? I know you said something about, like, it was like a wizard or something that made you fall asleep, but how did they get you in the first place?
He scratches his head and he says, well, a long time ago I was captured by the Articolian soldiers, and I've been away from home for nearly 8 years now. I miss my mother and father. And then he kind of drifts off for a second, but he says, the men that captured me, they were dressed like guards of this city. The wizard, the one that put the sleep spell on me. As well, he wore the insignia of Northwater. I don't know too much about magic, but the sleep spell knocked me out before I could fight them.
Emmy's kind of nodding along the whole time, and she doesn't know much about magic either, but she rubs her chin a bit, but glances over towards Denatria.
Yeah, he's sitting nearby at one of the small tables, drinking some water, having probably just gotten in from going about and getting some work done on one of his traps. It is quite concerning. I mean, if they are with the guard or amongst the guard, we have no idea when they could come for us.
Well, we weren't seen, right? Leaving the ship.
True.
We could just, well, I've got a caravan, and, I mean, other people have got covered wagons too, but you can probably hide in ours when we're about to leave, like, sneak out there in the middle of the night and crawl inside, and then we'll get you out of the city. And you'll be safe with us.
It might be a bit difficult. Ineth could speak on that. Getting past the guards is, well, at least one Petronius' size is not easy. But I might know some ways. I have spent quite a lot of my spare time scouting the city. I'm sure there's a sewer or some such I can track down to get him through. If that suits, I mean. And then you could simply meet up with the caravan once we're out of town. I could guide you there. It's my job, after all.
That sounds good to me. Why do you help me?
I mean, why wouldn't we? You need help. I mean, it would be... It wouldn't be good of us to not help you after, you know, we've gotten so far. And I mean, I'm pretty sure we were in that boat, like, to rescue you. I don't know how P found out about that, but and she knows a lot of people. She's really smart.
Indeed.
Peef, the goblin.
Yeah, Peef. And her friend Helena. Those two together, they work a lot of, like, magic, but not real magic, because I don't think either of them actually do magic.
He smiles, big toothy grin. I like Peef.
We like Peef, too.
I will come with you. Yes, sneak through the sewers. That sounds good.
Just give me some time to go back over my routes and find one that'll fit you. And some of the ones I use are quite small.
And this time, Elar, you get there. You've been in the market for a little bit, and you get pointed out to Faustine. You know, Faustine shows you that they're in the tent. You know, so you can walk in and make an entrance here. If you're here, or muted.
Friendly?
Yeah, I was muted. Sorry.
It's okay.
Is this the first time that Elar had Petronius?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Elar would duck his head in, and then as his eyes acclimate to the light, he sees this giant Minotaur. Is bigger than Norgar?
They're pretty close, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so Elar will say, "Oh, hi. Howdy. How you doing?
Emmy.
I'm Elar."
She smiles as Elar comes in. Says, "Hey, yeah, you haven't met. This is Petronius, Elar. He's friends. We rescued Petronius from a ship."
Why?
Yeah.
Was the ship sinking? Like the
No,
other
he
one that
was
we seen in the harbor?
he was a slave.
Yes. Someone with the guards, it seems, is doing something. A spellcaster with. Perhaps, Elar, maybe you would know a way to fight against a sleep spell of some sort.
Hmm.
Yes, city guard. They looked just like the ones in the streets here. The ones you see wear the same symbols. And he gets up and he comes over, kind of jump, big footfalls, and he says, good to meet you.
Well done.
You
You were captured and enslaved by people who were pretending to be guards of the city.
I'm not entirely sure they were pretending.
Enith, she's kind of got her legs crossed and been sitting over there, kind of twiddling with one of her throwing knives between her fingers, and she says, yes, Peef and Helena had been following these people for some time. Found out that they were up to no good, smuggling in some narcotics and firewater, things like that, into the city. Perhaps they have an arrangement with certain city watch.
That's I mean, that's just really concerning altogether. If it's people in the guard that are working for these people, I mean, this is a huge conspiracy that I don't know if we can deal with. Well, like in our time in Northwater, there's just a lot of moving parts. Maybe.
I will say it's not particularly unusual in my experience.
I mean, it looks a little bit disheartened, but confused.
There were always guards that would be easier to pay off than others. So
She nods. Enith nods, yeah. And she frowns a little bit. Bribed.
or
Many
paid,
people will.
depending on how you look at it.
Yes, unfortunately, some guards aren't paid very well to protect the people. So, some choose to do criminal activities.
This is why I don't like guards.
On the other hand, it does mean that, depending on how things go, we might still be able to get Petronius out safely, even if we run into some.
Oh, you mean like we pay them?
Or we. He kind of looks at you, and kind of looks you over again, or we beat them up, I guess.
Oh, yeah. That's. I mean that
Whatever
too.
works.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Emmy kind of smiles.
Enith laughs.
Anything for nothing. Anything for nothing, but with all the slaves and slavery and corrupt guards, I'll be glad to be rid of Northwater. That's not what I'd hoped it'd be.
Few places usually are, but there are some bright sides. I think we have done quite a lot of good here.
Maybe eventually we can do more, but I mean, taking on all of the guards or trying to rescue all the people, like, we could try it, but I don't think we'd be very successful. I think it might be in better interest to train up and, get like a whole contingent of people eventually and just start liberating slaves across the entire land. Emmy seems very serious about this idea. She seems to be deeply pondering it.
It's quite an idea, isn't it? It would be pretty interesting.
And it's raised an eyebrow, and she's like watching Emmy pace or whatever she's doing.
She's pacing,
thinking about-
she's rubbing her chin a little bit. She like picks up the cup of water that she poured herself and she like drinks some of it. Some of it kind of spills down her front under her shirt. And then she puts it down because he's pacing and just thinking. She's like, yeah, maybe we could do, it's gonna take a bit. And I mean, we could like get together a whole bunch of like-minded individuals. And then,
Yeah,
like, when we're
actually,
gonna, what?
reminds me of Clan Philandro.
Ooh.
Innes and myself are home. The clan isn't particularly large, but they're made up of mostly refugees, ex-slaves, runaways.
Mm.
But although your idea sounds a bit more militant.
Well, I mean, I don't want it to be militant. That's military,
that's-
right?
I mean, if you're rescuing people, I suppose that's not a bad thing.
I mean, I don't want to like order people around. I just want to, you know, prepare them. And not. She shrugs a bit. I don't know. I just want to be able to do more, you know? I mean, she like looks between Denatriu and Ineth and Elar. She's like, I mean, the group of you have a lot more time than I do.
I suppose, but
I got
How
a
do you
short
With the-
life compared to you. I gotta do something with it.
oh, like that.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
A short life. How long do you live?
Well, I'm like 26 now. I mean, if I die of old age, which, I mean, I hope that'd be nice. I've got like another like 60 years left in me.
You're very fit, though.
I
Is that-
know. I mean, maybe,
And
This is
Elar knows
magic.
magic, and I'm sure we could find a wizard that
mean,
knows
is-
how to.
as long as I don't have to like kill anybody to like make my life longer, as long as I'm doing something like worthwhile. I'm sorry. And she looks at Petronius. I am going off track. I'm very much off track in this conversation now. We should really be talking about you. I'm sorry.
I guess we have gone a bit astray, haven't we? But
Petronius
for the
just
record,
smiles.
It is a good idea.
So how are you, Elar? And she like looks over to the white-haired elf, so you know he's doing.
So, when I was in the market, I had a couple of fellas, bald, with some strange robes on, eyeballing me, trying to follow me, but I gave them the slip.
Were they purple?
Seems... No, they weren't purple robes.
Bald old or bald like they mean to be bald? Never
Rogue,
mind.
can you answer that question?
Were they bald? Like, can you just will yourself to be
Were
bald?
were they just
There's a-
actually bald?
There's a lot of bald
Yeah.
monks. Should I
kind
be
of had-
bald?
They kind
I'm
of,
sorry, that was such a weird question.
let me, actually, I'll grab a token, because I'll show it to you.
Show us Saitama.
And then the LR can, like, make a description based off this token, I think.
They were bald. Without hair.
But just the top.
But they
Like-
chose to be bald, I could tell.
like monastery monks, right?
Do you see that?
I don't.
Okay, I think it has to be on your page.
Yeah, put it on the token layer. Elar isn't a GM.
Here we go.
Oh,
shit, yeah, that's bad times, monk.
no. That's
Or not monk, but
wizard.
bad times bald.
Bad times bald.
Bad times bald.
It's an evil bald, not a good bald.
That's definitely
Mm.
evil bald.
I lost
yeah.
my hair because of my evil doings. It's just not a choice. It's a repercussion. Sorry. Good.
They definitely had a sinister aspect about him. But, you know, we've seen a lot of folk that we've, I don't know, haven't wanted us to do very well since we've been here.
I suppose it makes sense. Who knows? Any number of people at this point.
Mm.
It may be best to leave soon.
Yeah. But, I mean, we can't really choose when we're gonna leave. That's up to, you know,
Yeah, how...
Sir, who I never remember the name of because I don't see him very often. Sir
Victor Vote.
Victor, yeah. Victor Vote. You know.
Yeah, how many days were left that we were going to be in the city?
2.
2. I mean, we could always move ahead a day and camp out if need be, but...
Well, I mean, if potentially they followed any of us, right? They're gonna be led back here. I think it's best that we stay, just in case they're, you know, gonna target the caravan.
Good point. Well, I mean, we could always go with the comfortable option.
Go in a tavern.
That works as well.
Oh.
But I meant lure them into a deadly trap of some kind.
Oh, okay. I mean, do we know what they want though? Like, should we ask them
I mean, it
first?
doesn't have to be deadly. It can just be deadly if they're evil.
You can target. Your traps can tell if someone's evil.
Well, I'll make them differently.
I mean, what's technical? She seems to really like hard debate on this. Like, it's like what?
I mean, like I'll make a trap
right?
to catch them if they're not evil.
Oh wait, but if they are
if we
evil,
find out they're evil, then I'll make something that'll just get rid of them.
But what if we don't know until we trap
Then I'll make
them?
one to capture them, and then you can beat them up if they're evil.
Okay, I mean that works.
It did seem like they were trying to catch me when I was out on my own.
Oh.
So we could maybe set up something like that where the 3 of you are following me, and but I appear to be by myself.
Ooh, I like that.
You cast those spells before. Those, what were they called?
Illusions?
Yes, those ones. Could you do
Aye.
that? Maybe lure them down an alley with it, or maybe hide a trap that would be very, very obvious. Who knows?
Hide us behind
Oh, yeah, I
one?
can do all of that, yeah.
Like if there's like an alcove in a wall, we could all like pile in together, and then you could like
Yes.
have an illusion to cover us, and then you walk down the alleyway or whatever, and you lead them down, and then we pop out. And we just like rah.
Yeah. Or a pile of crates.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Aye.
That
I
would be
can do that.
great.
Yeah.
Me bosh.
Should I help? And
No, it's okay. I mean, they're after you too, and we want you to remain safe. And she like looks him up and down. She's like, "What's like your specialty? Like, what do you do? Do you garden?"
garden.
Yeah. Or farm?
And he shakes his head and
Do
he
you
says,
wanna
I am
learn?
from Brom. I don't eat many plants.
Oh. Well, I can teach you how to grow them at least. But anyway, that's beside the point. What's your special? I'm gonna punch it. Like, I'm a monk. I'm good at like punching things and whatnot. Like, what are you good at?
Oh, yes. Gladiator.
Oh. Well,
I have no weapons now, but that's what I did in Atticrulus when they gave me this name.
well, do you,
This isn't your normal name?
No, I can't remember my normal name.
you want us to give you a new name?
If you
Aye,
want,
I'm on you to choose your own name.
Oh, yeah,
What
that too.
name would you like?
I don't know. He starts to think about it.
Winner tip. I don't know.
Petter.
Folks should have the rights to do what they will with their own bodies and to choose their own names.
Yeah. Oh, but I think we're okay. I mean, if you start walking around, it's gonna be really suspicious. And I mean, if the guards are involved, then they're gonna try and grab you again. It's gonna be a whole thing. So maybe it's just better if like the four of us and Toko, of course, do this.
That is smart. You are smart.
I try. She kind of like nods. Very genuinely like, yeah, I am smart. Face comes on.
So then, when we leave town, you're gonna come with us?
Yes, I will come.
There might be plenty of opportunity on the open road to discover a new life for yourself. It doesn't involve being a gladiator. Unless you ken that that's what you want to do.
He seems to enjoy that prospect. Smiles about it.
Emmy looks to the rest and to Elar. When do you want to do the whole trapping thing?
I suppose it might actually be easier during the day when they're looking for Elar.
Okay. Elar?
And then
What do you
that way there'll be plenty of people around to mask the sound of the fighting.
True. What are you comfortable with, Elar? What do you want to do? I mean, this is you're gonna be put at risk for this. So.
Oh, so I am curious what it is that they wanted me for. Of course, and if they're more cultists, well, I'm happy to usher them off to an early grave. But I suppose it is possible that they wanted me for something that doesn't involve murdering me. So we should find out.
It would be nice if that were the case for a change.
Hopefully.
Perhaps they've seen me in the library so often they thought that I might be able to help them with a few spells or something. But I'm not optimistic.
Maybe they're trying to grab you for joining an acting troupe.
Elar has a good laugh about that. That's it, and they've seen me with my one and only stage performance, and that kiss was just so sublime that they thought, oh, that's the fella for us then.
It's true. You are the best stage kisser.
It was a good kiss.
Mm-hmm.
I think someone else is jealous of it too. Where's that fellow? You mentioned it twice, right?
Oh no, the other guy.
Christos.
Wait, Kristoff definitely. I mean, wait, is that the one that wants you?
I think so.
That's the one that. That's the one who had me kiss him.
Oh.
Christos.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the other one, the one that's drunk with the man with the glasses. He mentioned it a couple of times, like he was trying to make you jealous or something.
Oh, there was another one trying to kiss Elar.
Elar is very popular in Northwater.
So?
At this point, Elar is just blushing furiously. So I don't know about all of that then.
Oh, are we wrong?
Elar just shrugs.
Well, I think it's time to see what exactly these choice bald people want with you. So let's I guess get ready to attack some people in an alleyway.
Yeah, we should find our staging area, right? But that seems like a job for Denatriu and Anathia.
Yeah. Emmy doesn't know. She's like, alleyway, this one's good.
Anna smiles. She looks over to Natrio. Time to set up a trap.
Indeed. This should be interesting.
Oh, speaking of which, were you still interested in meeting that one man that wanted to buy the book?
Oh, we should figure out if they're evil or not. Yes. When is that? I keep forgetting.
Well, they were at the Cathedral of Divinities, right? I mean, I would imagine the Cathedral of Divinities. This is me asking as a player. They're probably savvy enough that this, evil cultists just can't sneak in and set up shop inside the Cathedral of Divinities, right? Or can they?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Dun,
I think you might be talking about somebody else.
The people who wanted to buy the ancient Eldrin divine magic book.
Oh, you're talking about the book that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people were that elf. He was at the cathedral. But Enith is talking to Donatru about another, the other book, the one that was destroyed, the Book of Resurrection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did not
Remember we were gonna
Yeah.
bait someone to see if there was anyone else evil that was looking, because we knew they were looking to get it. So.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Anyway, so she's like RP wise, she'll probably correct you and say, "Oh, I'm talking about this." The Book of Resurrection. There was someone interested. Donatru wanted me to cast out the net. And someone was interested, and I arranged a meeting with them. It's supposed to be in the tavern tonight. We'll have time, I suppose.
We can just observe, of course. And see what the person's like, I guess.
Yes.
And I imagine they might lead us back somewhere interesting.
Indeed.
Oh, we don't know that I'll be able to find my bald friends again, or that they'll be able to find me. So we might have time to do both. This other thing.
Well, maybe we can go back to like near the place that they found you first. Maybe.
It seems like the best idea.
Yeah, yeah. And like Elar was saying, you, Donatrio, and if you two go and like find a place that we can set up you two can set up the trap. I'm just here to, choke them out if need be. So that's my job.
Mm.
I'm the muscle in all this. I mean, you could prepare. She like looks over to Enith.
Enith just gets excited when you say the word, I guess.
She looks over to Enith and smiles.
Sorry, I cut out. What happened?
Emmy was just, I honestly don't remember what Emmy just said. Emmy probably doesn't even remember what she just said.
What'd you do?
I just started rambling.
She said something about choking.
Oh
I'm just
yeah,
here to choke them out.
yeah, she's just here to choke him out. She's the bodyguard, like she's the muscle in all this. And then Enith got all excited about it.
Enith made a noise.
And we should go. We should do this thing. You just stay put, Petronius. We'll be back. We'll let you know if it has anything to do with you. I hope not. But we're gonna make sure that we can get you out of the city when we get out of the city, and that, you can start a new life with probably a new name and probably something else that you want to do. It's completely up to you, but, I'm gonna start walking now, and she just like leaves the tent.
Oh, I do want to mention something. It's not true. You would have already seen this plenty of
Oh.
times from going out and hunting and stuff and coming back into the city. But outside of the city, I found this great image that just fits so well for Northwater. It's this huge wall anyway. In the description of the city, there's a huge, really big wall with like balusters on top and things like that, and uh, and large posts for guards at each post. But outside of the city, there's small farmlands and things like that set up, and small communities. But out of the wall empties out this huge like sewers. These pipes come out of the wall, and just water drops from the sewers down into a huge moat that kind of surrounds the walls. So you would have seen this before, uh, plenty of times going in and out of the city, and you'd have known that these huge sewer pipes, you could probably escape the city easily from them, and then jump down into the water, or dive, or whatever from those
Yeah.
pipes.
Nice.
Anyway, I just wanted to mention that it's
Oh
like
yeah,
an
that's good to
idea,
know.
a means of escape if you wanted to take him the sewer route,
I think that's probably the way to go. It'll be safer than dealing with guards more directly. And then he has all kinds of climbing equipment, so he can always make a line down from the pipe to hide us in the actual waterfall as we
Yeah.
go down, even. So
Yeah, cool. So, Enith, she gathers her things. She says, I was able to pick up a few poisons. Did you still have any poisons?
I don't think so. I think I ran out. It would be useful, I suppose, given these people might be quite sinister.
There was only 2 of them, right, Ella?
Oh, you were talking to me. I have. Hang on, let me look at what I still have.
You
I
were the one.
have.
You were the one that originally had the poisons, right?
Correct. So I gave out all of the nasty one, the dire extract. I
Okay.
do have. I have some fire sap, and I think that's it. Yeah. The off drain me dry of poison.
Okay. She did go shopping though, and okay. What was the
Ooh.
second one you said?
Fire sap?
Okay, she gives you 2 fire saps back.
Oh.
Nice.
And she
Are
says,
you
if
sure?
you... Of course. I found some more for myself. And wanted to pay you back.
Oh. Oh. All right then.
I know I owe you more than that.
No, no. Anything you find, you use.
She smiles and pats you on the shoulder. I'll see you later, Petronius. And he smiles and he waves bye to Toko. And Toko jumps back up on your shoulder, Elar. All right. So, do you guys where do you want to head to in the city here?
Hey, I want to do a couple of bookkeeping things real quick. What day is it? Is it the 17th or the 18th of Deadwood?
I think it's the 17th.
It's the 18th, I think that you
Is
said,
it?
because the 17th is when we did the ship thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
the
it?
day
Yeah,
after.
so it's the 18th today.
Then it would be only one more day.
Oh.
The 19th, you're supposed to leave, right?
Mhm.
So it's not long. That's good.
I don't know. Who's the game master here?
I don't know
I
who
don't
wrote this
remember.
game.
I think it is the 19th.
Okay, so I definitely had one night of sleep. Oh, that should fill up my mana pool then.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, cool.
Okay. That's it. Just didn't want to be rolling into a potentially dangerous situation with no mana.
Yeah. All right. So Alchemist Island on the far west. You guys have pretty much stuck to the same area. You're in the low ward. If you see the map there, where do you guys want to go to? Near the wharves leading to Alchemist Island, or kind of midway between Low Ward and the wharves to the west? I don't know if you see the map there.
I mean, I think it's up to Elar, right? Or Emmy's just literally along for the ride. She doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, Elar knows where they were last. Denatriu and it, I guess, will kind of help try and figure where they would be looking for someone like Elar, obviously.
I'll say, like, maybe you guys are standing outside the tent now, or do you want to plan this inside the tent?
Emmy went outside the tent. Like, she
Oh,
just
I thought
left.
we were gonna go look for the guys, basically, like try and figure
Yeah.
out where they are.
Mm-hmm.
I was under the impression we were going to head back to the area where where LR last
Yeah.
saw them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys can do that.
Because they might
Yeah,
still be
find a
looking for me
spot
in the
nearby.
markets.
Yeah.
Because Denatriu can buff us moving through the crowd and stuff, stealth-wise for concealment and all that, which is nice. And then we can dip off to the side and set the trap and lure them in once we figure out where they are.
Let's see here. All right, you guys got a view there?
Yeah.
Oh, Petronius isn't with you.
Can you ping where we are? I'm in darkness. Ah, there we are.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And yeah. I don't think any other maps are shared. Man, that's a lot of maps. All right. You guys start to head towards Alchemist Island. Let's see if you make it there.
Yeah, Denatriu will obviously
no.
be keeping watch on everything.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to make any rolls for...
Yeah, he'll kind of lead the way as they head that direction, making sure to keep a bit of a distance ahead to warn them if he spots anyone that meets the description. He'll be looking out specifically as well in case they have the hoods up now. So he'll be trying to spot for that as well. But yeah, would you like me to make...
Yeah, excellent. Make a perception check. Everybody can actually do that.
So I guess I'll activate my stuff for leading. So I'll roll my d6 for an SP. Well, it's +1. So +1 to stealth, conceal, observation, listening, and perception.
So
Sweet.
everybody gets a +1.
That's for me.
Oh, okay.
But then you guys get
I rolled a 1, so
oh my.
Emmy is very visible, mostly because of her hair and her height. There's nothing Emmy can do, unfortunately, to hide herself. She's trying. She thinks that she's blending in, but mostly she's like a head taller than everybody else, so she's just kind of walking around. Very obvious.
Oh, was that to be sneaky? Oh
Yes.
my.
Yes, it was.
But
LR
yeah, I
is
do have
not-
infiltrate, but yeah.
What does infiltrate do?
Blah 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 blah. Whenever you are attempting to infiltrate a complex, I don't know if it's specifically just that or if it's I can drop target numbers by 1 for the group up to 10 people, basically, as I use lead and use hand signals and stuff to kind of guide people in being sneaky.
Hey, if
Oh,
the
LR is-
teams... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say Elar is not trying to conceal himself because he wants to be found by these people. I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's the
But I
thing,
am
and they
gonna use.
don't necessarily know who we are yet. We don't
Right.
know, but
I am gonna roll a perception check to try and find them, though. I guess.
but yeah, I'll do observation if that's cool for mine.
Ooh.
I'll have my
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
one.
That's a damn good roll. A damn fine roll.
Oh my god!
God.
Oh my god,
Wow.
Demetrius sees
You know.
everything.
What do my elf eyes see?
Ooh.
All the
I like
things.
Taking the hops to Isengard.
Christ.
I like it. All right, I'm gonna whisper you something in just a second. But excuse me. As you're walking, you're not quite to the wharfs yet. When you, Elar, when you notice someone walking, he's wearing a hood, kind of a deep hood. You can see a blade on his belt. He comes through some of the commoners as a wagon passes, and you see that like similar tattoo. You know what I mean? That was on one of the bald people. This person's like totally a different person, not someone that you had seen before, but he does have a similar tattoo that was shared on the face of one of those people.
Okay.
And at about that same time, Donatiu, you get like hairs stand up on the back of your neck. You have sense danger, right?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of start to sense something dangerous.
Nice. Yeah, because I have that and keen senses. So,
And it's at that time that the music changes.
No, we're not we're not stealthy because of Emmy. They're like, oh, there, okay.
At least it's not a top-down map.
although I will probably use low profile since I'm in the city. If I can roll to just blend in as I'm walking along, so they don't think I'm with them.
Yeah, go ahead and bust that out.
Yeah, and that way, I can at least kind of get the surprise on them from behind. So it's a frenzy 2 out of d6 to my concealment. Nice. 'Cause I'm good at blending in the city now. I've gotten used to it. And then +1 because I'm expert. Oh my god, that's so low! With the fucking D20, D12, D10, D6 +1.
Oh,
Oh,
two
fuck's sake.
ones. Holy shit.
That's a lot of ones, yeah.
That's so brutal.
Alright, let me set up this scene here.
So that's not terrible.
That sounds like a
Most people
top
only have like a
10.
D12 for perception anyway, so you probably.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad.
Excuse me. I have a D.
I'm sorry, a D6.
D6. Oh my. That's like my, what do I have? I think charisma.
You guys can tell me or move your miniatures around to show me what the setup is there, like how you're walking or whatever. Your
Yeah, I
formation.
think Ganachu is leading quite a ways, depending on who the baddies are.
Okay.
Are we heading this way?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's say you're heading
Okay.
that way.
So I guess he would be up ahead a bit, but I mean, they have necessarily realized he's with the others, as he's kind of going along. And then, yeah, I guess Elar's kind of in the middle, and the others are waiting to spring in just in case. I think that fits.
Yeah, Emmy's kind of
Yeah, and
behind, of course. She's like watching Elar, she thinks that she's blending in very well to the crowd. Obviously not. But she's trying her best just to kind of be more of a lookout than anything, which she can't see shit. But yeah.
Meanwhile, Inathia has blended into your shadow and cannot be seen.
Yeah, big shadow. We're holding hands. No one can see that. We're holding hands.
Yeah, up ahead, Elar, I don't know if you can see this, but to the western location there, you see this guy. He's the one with he's wearing a hood, actually, as he's walking. And you can see those tattoos all over his face. They kind of come down around his left eye and down onto his cheek, kind of hugging it as he's walking this way. And I'm probably thinking like maybe Donaccio, as you like look up and see him, you start to get those danger.
Yeah, that sensation, that instinctual notifier that, oh, this is not good news. And so does it seem like he's noticed Donaccio in particular, or does he seem to be looking past him?
He does seem to be looking past you. Let's see what was your roll on
14.
let's see, okay, let's see. Let me roll this.
Although, wait, I forget. Can I re-roll this? I don't need to, do I?
He doesn't even know. Yeah, he doesn't know who
I
you
actually
are,
have
Doesn't even know
perhaps?
who you
Yeah, I
are.
don't need
Notices Emmy.
Well, your target's lowered by 1. It's a shame I don't have a higher rating.
Look at that
Shame I
big
didn't.
mama.
Yeah, it's like, whew, spicy redhead.
And then he's like, oh wait, there he is. And he starts to look at Elar. Monkey man.
Yeah, so Donaccio is gonna basically kind of make to keep walking while tossing one of his hand signals back to the others to let them know and point out this guy while not making it obvious, of course. So he'll use his usual hand signals from, what's the name of that ability? From, Trailblazer or whatever. And then, yeah, he'll make to keep walking, but, once this guy is once he's past the guy, he'll go for a grab, probably. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Elar will continue to do the, tourist in Manhattan thing, looking around, not paying attention, trying to look like an easy mark.
Okay, as you, Donaccio, as you notice the guy, he takes notice of Elar from underneath his hood, and he starts to kind of like just watch him, apparently. He's like very centered on him. And then he looks left over his shoulder for a minute, glances as he's still walking slowly, to kind of look towards some of the others that are coming out of the alley, and then he nods to them as they're walking out of the alley, and then he kind of nods towards Elar's direction, and you guys would both probably see this since you're paying attention to him and you've noticed. So yeah, he's walking this way.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, Donaccio will send up a few more hand signals behind his back to the others of, 3 more, at least a few of them in hoods. One looks armed and armored, etc., blah, blah, blah. And of course, these are like the usual hand signals he throws back.
Yeah.
But he kind of, makes to, cross this path as if he's, going along past the cart almost. And his goal is, once he's right here and the guy goes past him, he wants to kind of toss something to spook the horses, right? To cause like a big commotion and draw a bunch of attention.
Okay. You could like slap their butt or whatever.
Yeah, he'll do something simple like that, basically, just like get the horses to kind of lose their shit. Once he's like right about, there or something, and the others are like up around here, moving up.
Okay. All right. Anything you guys are doing?
I think.
Oh.
Emmy.
Before you say that, Oh, you would have known the hand signals too, right?
I rolled a 5 in perception, so I probably saw it. I rolled specifically to see if I saw the hand signals or if
Okay,
Inith
cool.
would have to tell me.
Yeah, cool.
Oh yeah, it's like a big combined thing. So
Yeah, but Emmy might not have been looking that way, is the thing. So, but she was. I think she'll kind of move up, here-ish, and like look over to Inith, and she's like, "How do you act casual?" And she like leans on a light post. This is casual enough.
She's like, "You're doing perfectly, darling."
Oh, thanks.
And then she's like, "Oh, there's more. 3 more."
Oh, shoot.
Did you get that? Did you get Denatrio's hand signal?
Yeah, I got it. Why?
She's smiling and acting like totally normal, like she's just having a conversation with you on the side of the road, you know?
She's like, do I miss that much?
She says, "No, you're doing perfectly fine."
Oh, okay. I don't know if you're being honest right now, if I am doing perfectly. I think so. Are you trying to signal me to something?
And she's nodding, you know, while she's smiling at you, and she's like, "Just act like I told you a really funny joke or something."
Oh, ha! You're funny. You're funny. Is that good?
She's like, "No, you're funny," and she starts to laugh.
And Emmy actually does laugh at that.
And what's Elar doing?
So Elar's gonna continue to just head this way, slowly, casually, you know, like he's looking around, being a tourist, not really paying attention, even though he's very clearly seen all 4 of these people.
Yeah.
And he will sort of empathically or telepathically let Toko know to, you know, watch for others.
Okay. Did you want Toko to stay on your shoulder at this point here? Okay. Toko's just, he like squawks and squeaks. Yeah. And, this one starts to walk past you, Denatrio. Gets about right there.
yep, and Janatru kind of throws a hand back towards the horse and spooks it, sending them, of course, probably up over into this cart or some such.
Animal handling, you have to fail this roll.
Yeah.
All that.
Let's see where.
So the higher you roll, the more perfect that it ends up
They're
being.
just like, why'd you touch my butt? I don't get it. Can you
The horse
not?
just gets really into it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Hey.
The horse turns to you. All right.
I do have feed just in case, but I don't think that'll spook it. God, I hope it doesn't notice the feed.
All right. When you slap it, it does start to take off, like it's going to, just as if it would if it was somebody had grabbed the reins, you know, and slapped it. Let me put this way. But they both run into the other wagon, which the other horses perk up, their ears go up, and they start to like move. And both of them start to move. And then what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so I imagine that gets the attention of just about everybody in the fucking area. So he's gonna then, of course, look surprised and see how all these baddies moving up our way react. And hopefully that gives us some cover, more cover. Depending on how they
Yeah.
do.
This one seems to be walking straight towards Elar, focused perfectly on him. When the horse gets slapped, he jumps and kind of takes a, like a cautionary step to the right and puts his left hand up almost, um, and kind of, shocked at first, thinking that the horses just flipped out and are going to take off riding all over the street or something. And then he starts to look in the direction of Elar and you, and so do the others. It also grabs the attention of several people on the streets, wondering if they're going to get stampeded or not. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna make a roll because I'm not too sure what Emmy's gonna do. Okay, good. So Emmy, she kind of breaks off from Inathaya, like seeing that he's like backed up a little bit. She has an idea that she thinks is going to work. Might not, but she'll like start walking, and she'll kind of walk up beside the man as he's kind of like, he jumps back a bit, and she'll walk up and she'll try to like clasp a hand on his shoulder and like lean down. Like, how tall is this guy?
He's probably 6 foot.
Okay, so she's leaned down. So she like leans down and in a low voice, it's heard just above the rumbles of the street and the people throughout. She says, "I'd suggest not to get into an altercation in the street. What do you want?"
He kind of gulps as he looks up at you, and then he like looks past you towards Elar.
Can you make a glory check? Can I make a glory check? Yeah, yeah. All right.
Oh, you should totally get a bonus to this. With the shit you've done
specifically. Knows who I am.
Oh.
Every time. Well, I only had a 20% chance, but you know.
Oh,
yeah, he knows who I am.
Oh my god, you did it!
Yeah, he knows who I am. Fuck yeah.
Oh, he hisses himself.
He knows how many people that I punched a hole through.
Yep. Oh,
He says, there doesn't need to be any trouble. And he puts his hands up.
She's like, don't put your hands up. What do you want with Ally?
He says, we want the book.
What book? There's a lot of books.
The one Elar's carrying right now. It's too dangerous for him.
Unfortunately, that's not your decision, because it kind of is. So I'd suggest you take your friends, and you leave. Alright?
And he looks around at you all. And you see like a little, intimidation in his eyes, and he starts to back away, and he says, fine.
Good. She'll kind of stand there, put her hands on her hips, and she'll look past that bald man and look up towards the other three that are there and just kind of stare at them, glaring.
And this one steps forward and she says, we're not leaving here without the book. Yaval, kill them, you coward. And then she starts to like cast a spell.
Shit.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we do initiative.
I thought we could intimidate them away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Donachu kind of starts heading up this way, acting, still like all surprised, like fucking, what the hell is wrong with these horses, etc., etc.
Oh no, the horses! Oh no.
These horses over here are crazy.
They're just horsing around. No.
I think it would be good for Donachu to make a glory check as well.
Yeah.
And
Fail
then
it.
if you
He would never expect it, yeah.
Yeah, if you fail, okay, cool. Then you could possibly just hide and get a sneak attack out of this.
Nice. Yeah, that's what he's hoping for.
Don't forget to roll for Inathaya.
Yeah, I'm gonna check her glory here.
Yeah, what is Inathaya? She's pretty. She should have at least a 20%.
My god, I just saw that rapid gif. Oh
Ba ba
my
ba ba ba
God.
ba ba ba. Bank the horse.
Let's see. She's got a 10%.
That's it.
Yeah. How much do you have? What's y'all's max rep?
I have a lot. I have so
Uh,
much rep.
let me see.
Do you guys both have 20%?
I have
All
400.
of you?
Yeah, I have 451.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah.
I'm 282.
I've been in a lot of games, a lot of
Holy
glory.
shit. Fuck.
So you're at
Oh,
10% as well, Denatrio?
I'm at 20, yeah.
Okay, you're at 20. Alright, then I'll put her up as well.
Yeah, 600 is the next rank after that. I've got like fucking
Hell yeah.
320 to go. So one day.
One day. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
20.
Oh. They
shit.
clock her too.
Oh,
They know
shit.
it is. They know
Oh
it is.
no!
Better not.
Not the spellcaster.
No. Hiding
It's a
it.
Denatrio. Denatrio can still get a sneaky.
Nice.
Alright, let's do an ish for Anathia.
I can just
Ah.
imagine the lightning bolt going across past Emmy and hitting Innes.
Can I grab the lightning bolt and chuck it back?
You
You
need
have to
oh my God, yes.
punch the lightning bolt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
obviously.
You need like those spell shields that you just, have
Yeah.
the blacksmith smash them over your hands into gauntlets.
That would be amazing. Just
Right? And then you can literally punch magic.
Hell yeah.
The Guardian goes first.
Oh
Mhm.
shit.
What does the Guardian have?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, he's got some nice weapons.
No, he doesn't.
Oh shit.
Alright, he has a spear and a shield.
This is bad. Because he's gonna engage you and the other lady's gonna zap someone else.
You go before her.
Oh yeah.
You stab her.
Nice.
Get her.
Hell yeah.
Do you have charge?
To there? Okay, hi.
Yeah, let me see if he has charge. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's got a spear anyway. Alright, he's got the reach on there. So he runs up to there and he just takes off charging at you. And the music changes.
No.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just like in the movie. Gotta have the music change.
The Elar movie?
Elar goes to Northwater. Oh,
Northwater is
Christ.
not what you expected.
Northwater in Elar.
Culmination of years of study in the academy, only to find this shite.
I mean, Elar's the most, like, popular bachelor right now. in
Yeah, I was gonna
Northwater.
say, I feel like it ended up being like a nerdy smut movie, right? At the library.
The librarian. Like, I can't believe it, or whatever. I'm out
Fantastic.
I'm gonna get a hernia
Hoping
from
to
all
check out a
this.
book. Can you help me over here in the stocks?
Is that a monkey in your pocket? Are you good to see me?
And you just hear ah from the monkey.
Oh, it was a monkey. Hell.
Okay, so the warrior, he comes up charging at you,
Mhm.
and he is going to do a 4-hit combo with the spear.
What a dick!
Oh my God.
Emmy, down,
He
first
is
round.
coming in prepared to stomp.
Coming in hot, hot.
But will.
Get fucked!
Oh man.
Ugh.
You are
Damn.
screwed, buddy.
I don't know if I can do anything because he has a spear.
Well, defender wins, right?
Yeah,
Or
well,
is it-
I did a crit though.
Yeah. Yeah, so he comes charging in, and you dodge it. What do you do get a quick action? What do you want to do? Disarm?
Can I disarm him with one action?
Yeah, you can knock that spear out of his
Yeah,
hand.
sure.
It's a called attack, and it's -3, but
Yeah,
I'm
grab
down
it and
with it.
shove it in his face.
Okay, so -3. All right, unarmed.
Fuck yeah.
and he
It's
can't
inside.
use any of that.
Okay, so what happens is she, like, as he comes in towards her, she, like, he shoves it towards her, and she, like, grabs the spear and does, like, a cartwheel over it, and then kind of reams it towards him, and it just hits him in the stomach, and as he, like, kind of recoils a bit, she, like, rips it out of his grasp and chucks it to the side.
Nice.
Nice.
Yaval, like, takes the opportunity to get some balls for a minute and runs up here with his sword. Drawing his sword, he is going to use the rest of his 3 actions.
Doing what?
Oh, he has a Zolgai dagger. Sorry, not a sword. 3-hit combo.
Against Emmy?
Yeah.
You gotta move in then.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he doesn't
I'm
have
pulled
reach.
way back. I'm pulled way back.
That's not good. So I don't have any minuses to this because the other guy is disarmed, right?
Right.
Cool. Oh no. Well, that's a 2. What are these monks? Fuck you!
Oh, don't pay attention to that. He's not a monk.
Okay, good. It hits.
An army of monks. Just for me.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, shit. This is when we find out it has like 3 lethal poisons on it.
No, 36.
Oh, that's
okay.
garbage.
Yeah, that is pretty garbage. So Emmy's got she's got 16. So that's 20 damage that gets through. She has fall. That's okay. She
That's
can
not bad.
Yeah, because she can just
It's
jump
not
back
bad
up.
damage.
Yeah, so Emmy takes 20 damage, but she unfortunately does fall to the ground. That's alright.
Denatrio.
Yeah, so he at first looks like, oh no, people are going crazy, I'm gonna run. But then at the last second, it like goes for that blam, right, for Sedila or whatever.
Amanella.
So he'll go for a grab, try and take her out pretty much. I assume she was getting ready to cast a spell, it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll try and go for a grab of some kind. So let's go. Unarmed. That's all I roll when I'm going for a grab, yeah?
Yeah. Is this a grab or is it a pin attack? Just a grab.
Oh, is there a difference? Or I thought I had to grab first and then...
There is a grab hold, like a hold, which is 2 actions. If you're trying to grab her first and then hold her, it's
Oh,
two
yeah,
separate.
I'd like to go for straight to a pin if I can, just tackle her.
Okay, cool. So that'll be 2 actions.
Okay, cool.
Got this.
So, I mean, I think that hits, right? Because it's a surprise attack?
Well, go ahead and make a concealment check.
Yeah.
And if you make it, then yeah, it'll be it'll be a success.
Fuck yeah.
And I'll roll a perception first if you want to find
And
out
I'll
where your
spend a
target is.
frenzy to get the extra d6.
Fuck yeah, get it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
she does not see you.
She
What the
can't
fuck?
see
Look at all these
shit.
dice. Oh my
Triple
god.
explosions in the face.
That was a good
Mhm.
perception check, but it
Holy
was an even better
shit.
He blends in perfectly. The terror on his face as this guy rushes at some lady, and then some other dude goes up and slashes her with a knife. He's like, oh god, first the horses, now these crazy people. Starts running, and then just fucking levels the bitch. like straight to the ground, haymaker, like fucking clotheslines her, right? And then drops to the knee on her neck. And just fucking smashes her in the face.
Awesome. Alright, so she's pinned. And it is Emmy's turn.
All right, so Emmy hops back to her feet like that quick, just like using her arms to propel her up and forward. She's gonna do a heavy attack against Yaval first to try and throw him next to the Guardian. So, we're gonna do Tidal Wave and Chi Strike. We're not gonna do Burning Strike. But actions 2. I am also going to... Not great.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's not super great. That's okay. I'm going to spend 2 actions as well for Kata and Kata Mastery. I've spent 4 actions so far.
Okay. And this is at Yaval?
Yep,
Sorry.
this is at Yaval. That's okay. You're good. Yes! Eat it, Yaval!
Oh, wait a minute!
Uh-oh.
What does he have?
No.
What does he have?
He has, Oh no, damn it, I'm thinking of somebody else. Oh, no, it is.
Oh,
Battle...
Uh-oh.
Is he a monk?
No, it's not. It's combat roll.
Okay. How much does it give him?
Wait, is it opposition? Receive a bonus to your physical defense modifier. This bonus only towards specific attackers.
Battle roll's a monk thing.
9,
As a heads up.
14. That's out of turn. This may be combat defensive stance. Combat roll. Oh, okay, once per combat, the warrior may use combat roll by spending 1 saga point to gain an additional d6 to try and defend an attack. Results max.
Alright.
Yes.
Mhm.
So he spends it to
Yeah.
dodge the attack
Alright.
with a d6. But he only needs a 1, so.
Ah! Okay, so he dodges the first attack just barely. So I'm gonna do a second heavy attack. So that's gonna put me up to 2, 4.
6, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see really quick. Oh, hack I can only do if they're beside each other, right? I think.
Yeah.
Do you still have a move that you could step up?
Yeah, but I can't. I only can do it if they're beside each other. Unfortunately, but I am going to step up.
Not if like you're in range of both.
Yeah.
You're trying to slam him next to him so that you can get them both together.
That was the original idea. Yeah. So
Yeah, you can do that.
What? That's what I was trying. That's what I was trying to do, but I failed. I was gonna try to do it again. But I won't be able to attack both of them at the same time right now, which is fine. So I am going to 2, 4, and then this will be 6. So I'm gonna try and do another heavy attack. Yeah, I'm trying to I'm spending a frenzy to do another heavy. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna combo this guy. 3-hit combo against let's do the Guardian. Yeah, you can get fucked. So Emmy not gonna bother with Yaval right now. She's gonna do the Burning Strike. 3-hit combo against this guy.
Combo.
Double digits.
Oh no, he's gonna try to throw his shield up to block.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Got him.
And he's like, fuck that shield.
So something that I'm gonna do right now, which might be a fun time, I'm gonna burn 1 spiritual influence to do Soul Strike to add an additional ×2 power damage to this attack.
Nice.
Ooh.
Damn.
So it's 3, so it'll be ×5.
Nice.
Yeah.
3-hit combo.
It's a 3-hit combo, yeah. So that's additional ×2 power damage. I'm assuming, right?
So this would be 6, yeah.
Oh, it's 6. Wait, it's 6?
Yeah, times 2 power damage and then times 3.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
they're
down for
separate.
that. Oh, fuck yeah. Sure.
Yikes.
How do you see him? Okay. Not as much as I could have. That's pretty good.
He's like -60 now. So what happened there?
So Emmy just steps up to the Guardian dude, and like her fists are a blur. Basically, they're so fast at this point, and it's just like within a millisecond, just 3 quick strikes to this guy, and her hands like almost heat up. And the dude just instantly collapses. There's a big clang on the ground, and she looks over to Yaval, and she points to him, and she's like, "Yeah, that's what you barely dodged out of the way of. So you want to go now?" And that's it.
Not only did she take his life, but she took his soul. Alright. Sadala. She struggles.
Bitch.
She has to... What's the pen roll? Let me look real quick. I think it's a resisted... strength?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I have to urinate so bad.
Do you want to take a break?
Pinning, holding, submission moves. It's on page 267. Yeah, can you read that real quick while I run to the
Go
bathroom?
pee.
Yeah, I'm gonna
267.
refill my water too while you do that.
Okay, thanks.
And here we have the break in the middle of Demon Gate.
Indeed.
Demon Gate brought to you by peeing.
Yeah.
Follow the yellow
Peeing.
brick road all the
Yeah.
way to your
Pure
toilet.
ammonia.
Yeah.
Concentrated waste minerals made into only the finest yellow bricks.
Use your pee-pee spears against your enemies. I've been watching the new Critical Role with Abria. As the it's so good.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's amazing. Well, they just finished episode 2, so it's really easy. It's like
Oh, yeah?
it's like 7 hours because ads and stuff. But it's like 7 hours total of content. But oh shit, it's excellent. I love it so much. And they, one character has a monkey named Mister, and that's what I just imagine Toko as now. It's just little Mister.
Nice. Okay. So they get -4 to all their shit.
Ooh.
It's not great. It does go off of strength, but
Oh no.
yeah. But they get some minus. So
He's a wizard, so hopefully she has crappy strength.
hopefully.
You're a wizard.
I have
Harry.
crappy strength. Not as crappy as my body, though.
Ugh.
Yeah, mine's only like 10.
Ellar's got a shitty little
it's-
body.
Yeah. 10 strength. I've got 13 whole bod. So tough.
Heroin chic.
Yeah.
I'm pretty, but I'm not gonna be, running any marathons. Unless it's the love marathon.
Hey. Even then you're like, I have got to take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tired.
exactly.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm
grabbing
gonna have an
enemy
asthma
is-
attack now.
Attack. They should
That's
suffer
to
-4 to
Asuma.
defend once they are successfully gripped.
Yeah.
A pin or submission attack takes 200 actions to perform. Unarmed combat attack rolls made. If the roll is successful, they are in a hold. A resisted strength check may be made during an opponent's turn for 2 attacks, but a cumulative negative D4 modifier. Held victims suffer -4 to their defense and attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's strength, but they're a bit fucked.
Okay,
That's all
so
good mine.
she's got to make a strength check versus yours, but hers is at a negative D4 modifier.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, no.
No.
Oh shit.
He's
And
not
I'll let you roll a
strong.
D4 to take off of whatever she rolls.
I hope she rolls like
Oh.
garbage.
Oh my
Aw.
god!
Ah!
Hey, fuck you, bitch!
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yes.
Shit.
Oh, you're
Maybe-
like
Oh my god.
weekly
We're both
flop.
so weak.
Oh, so weak.
Maybe just because you're laying on her or something?
I
Like,
think it's just the surprise still. It's just she was so fucking cocky about to zap her spell, and it's just suddenly this guy that she'd written off as a fucking NPC just smashed her.
JK.
And she's still
PC.
just so taken aback.
perfect. So she's just struggling right now, going, get off me, you fool. And it is in its turn.
Ugh. Fucking hell.
Enith comes running at Yaval. And is going to mess him up with some blades.
Oh, what, she's not throwing them? Okay.
Not. She's gonna.
Oh.
She's got a new knife too.
She does?
Where is it
When did
at?
she get a new knife?
She got a rune in it. Well, I had
Oh.
a surprise for you, but as well. She was supposed to give presents out.
Well, she can still give presents out.
Remember she had talked about that. Did she tell you guys that? I thought I had told you about that before.
You did, but I forgot. I'm super excited for her. Stab him! Stab him!
This little
And
giant
he's just like,
dagger.
that's my girlfriend. So proud of you, baby. Doing so good.
She's gonna come in with a 4-hit combo.
Yeah.
He's fighting 2 of you now, so he gets a -1. He's gonna try to. No, he's just gonna try to dodge.
He can try, yes. Oh
He
no.
turns to the side and he's like,
Ha!
ah! But he gets
Ha!
hit.
And he already used his once per combat thing. Ha!
Ha ha ha!
Huh? Oh, look at those ones. A
Oh,
936! What is this?
That's good. Okay. So he takes 31. So she comes running up and slices across his arm and his leg and his side and then stabs him as he's falling. He falls to the ground, but he is still in the fight. That is it is Elar's turn.
Sweet. So, first things first. We're gonna put a split image on Emmy.
Fuck yeah.
Then we're gonna put a split image on Denatriu. Ooh, yeah, close one.
Oh.
And then put image on it. Nathia.
Nice.
Alright. Then I am going to spend a frenzy. I'm going to cast Astral Glaive on Hayata.
Hayata. Yeah, he's looking towards Denatriu right now too. Alright. He's looking like he's
Got
gonna
him.
try to help his girl, or Sadala.
Hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, that is enough to give him trauma. If he fails his body save. There's no body save button. What's going on here? I'll just roll a
Who wrote
d20.
this game? Ooh.
He fails his body save. Can you do the hit location die, that little target? Says right leg, and then I'm gonna put the trauma table up and just click the leg. Excuse me.
Woo! 3d6.
Okay, so roll the percentile. Ooh, you chopped his leg off. The foot. Oh no, at the knee. Compound fracture.
So wait, 15% chance loss of foot, 35% chance leg at knee. So hold up. I'm really confused. Should it be reversed?
Yeah, I think it should
Yeah,
be.
50% chance leg, 35% chance just foot. But it's off at the leg. It's
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
off at the knee.
Off
Holy.
of the knee.
3d6
Off the knee.
damage.
And then 3d6 bleeding damage. This guy's out of the fight. So what does that look like? I want to tell you something too that but go ahead and explain it. I'll tell you after.
Yeah. So this time, so Elar sort of just, trying to get up the split images up, and he's been toying with some new spell ideas. So this time, instead of it just being like a straight blade that gets conjured, it's sort of a spinning group of blades, and they just sort of like a whirlwind just shred right through bone and muscle and leave him without a leg, and then they disappear back into the ether.
And that's it for you?
He is not dead though, huh?
He is going to take 3d6 bleeding damage. And he's out of that round, so you can go ahead and do the 3d6 damage on him now, because he's already not going to be able to do anything, because he's in trauma.
I rolled a
He's
9.
screaming.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I am going to cast another Astral Glaive. I'm just concerned that Yaval might get up to some shenanigans, so I will cast Yaval.
Sweet.
Oof.
It went off.
It did.
Yeah.
And he's going to suffer -3 right now.
Aww.
Alright, so it misses him.
All
No
right.
problem. That's my turn.
But I will say that when you slice this guy's leg off, you hear this voice in the back of your head go, "Yeah," and you get this kind of rush of bloodlust that makes you want to see this guy ripped apart, and it kind of maybe that messes your spell up a little bit when you do the next one, or something like that,
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
But you get this weird feeling like there was this voice in your head that, and you actually liked it. You liked seeing this guy get ripped apart, and it reminds you of killing that guy that was running, too. When he was running from the fight, and you sliced him in half.
Yeah.
You did feel like this rush of satisfaction. So Hayata bleeds to death on the road as he's kind of crawling towards Sadala, and he's dead. So you get the satisfaction of watching him bleed to death, at least.
Go for boner.
And it is the Guardian who is dead,
Ha!
and Yaval. Phew. Yaval rolls up and tries to run.
Choke slam.
Yeah. You gonna grab him?
Yes.
Cool.
I will grab this man. Minus. Do I have a minus to this?
No.
Grabbing. Okay. Grabby.
Oh no. He's got -2 though.
Yeah, I like grab the back of his neck, like where his collar is, and I'm like, no, sorry, too late. Just yank.
And it's gonna stab him when you do that.
Yeah.
He suffers -5 now because he's held and outnumbered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did I had -5 to her. She got a 19.
Oh shit.
Oops.
Enough. Step.
Fortunately, no power damage there, but
Not bad. Not bad. Oh, kind of bad.
so he gets stabbed, and you grabbed him. So instead of trying to run, he's going to try to stab you several times with his dagger.
All right.
He is going to suffer -4 to attack you, though.
Yeah. So you can try. I also have a +2 to dodge. Because kata.
He screams, "Ah, get off me!"
No, sorry. Ain't happening.
You easily defend that. Denatrio, what you doing?
Let me see. I see I can spend 2 unarmed actions to try and break their limb.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll do that with a resisted strength check. If I'm
Yeah.
successful, unarmed damage times 3 power damage to the result. And also treat it as a rage attack for a total of 5. Oh my god, okay, I'll roll my,
Jesus.
let's roll my strength.
I need to be doing this.
And hopefully she rolls bad strength. Oh god.
Doesn't she have like a -4?
Hers is as bad, I think. And she also has, yeah, some kind of minus, I believe.
Yeah, go ahead and do a -D4 on her.
1 to 4.
Yes, you did it.
Yes!
Nice.
Okay, so unarmed damage. I'll just roll the damage times. Let me see. Times 5. And if it's equal to or greater than 25% of their health, their limb is broken. So, Donachu's kind of got her pinned, and he kind of rolls her to her stomach and brings the one arm around, but ends up, of course, not wanting her to not get away. I think he'd actually go for the leg. So he kind of pins her and then actually pulls the other leg up around and twists at this horrible angle. So let's see how it does.
Unarmed damage times 5.
Times 5. Not modifier 5. Times 5. Unarmed.
Let's get some love here.
Times 5. So, wow.
Oh, it was a 1. Huh.
It was a 1. So it's
not
nothing
quite
great.
broken.
Let me see, because it's that. What's her max health? Probably a lot more than 20.
Yeah, you would have to do almost 20 damage,
Okay.
something around there.
Yeah, shame.
I think you can do that again, though. If you want to burn frenzy, you can try it again.
Oh yeah, because it's 2 actions. So
And you have 2
Yeah, I've
unarmed
got
actions,
frenzy.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll go for it again.
Cool.
So yeah,
So she's gonna make a strength check,
strength.
and I'm gonna give her more negative now because you've tightened
Oh,
the
shit.
grip.
Oh no.
Fucking hell!
No. But she gets minus, I think it's 2d4 this time.
Ooh.
Cumulative.
Okay. 5.
What's this? Except for
Yeah,
still not
Not-
enough. Huh?
yeah, he's not the best with it. He needs some training.
I mean, can teach you how to wrestle.
All right, it's Emmy's turn.
All right. She looks to Elar for this, and she's like, "Do we want him alive?" Elar, you muted. What does Elar want?
I was muted. Sorry.
see it?
Elar will nod and say, "Why, Iman?"
Keep
Wait a
him
minute.
alive? Yeah.
Make a willpower check, Elar.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, nice. Attributes, willpower.
I'll say target number 8 on this one.
Missed it by 1.
Ooh! Kill.
Yeah. You...
So let's see. I think Elar will say, he's a dog. He needs to be put down.
Emmy says, "All right," and she looks at the guy and says, "You should have given up when I told you to. Sorry." And she's gonna reel back her fist, and I think thematically, because she has one hand, she is going to just punch him, just for the heavy, but with like all the fixins to it. Oof, that's not great. Oh my god, look at that drain.
To dodge, still held.
Ah, so
Still got him.
bad. Alright. Damage, burning strike, tidal wave, all that fun shit. Times 2 damage.
Oh my lord.
Key.
Only times 2.
What does that look
Wow.
like as he's taken out?
So I would say that
Damn, he had 119 hit points.
damn. So I would say that instead of Emmy like punching him, she just like she like shakes her head and she just brings like she's holding him by the collar, right? And she brings her other hand over towards the top of his head and puts her hand on the top of his head and just twists, and there's just a neck snap. It's very audible, and he collapses. And she lets him go. She'll then give a nod to Elar, give a nod to Anathia, and she'll run over here. She won't like intrude or anything, but she will look down to not true. I'll spend 2 for Kata, by the way. And
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously trying to do a move he's seen you do, but he doesn't know how to properly execute it.
yeah,
So it's
she
not
looks
really
down and she's like,
very effective.
"Do you want help? Like restraining?"
That would probably be. Stop kicking.
Do you want me to like help too? I can.
Please, thank
Okay,
you.
cool. I will spend the 3 unarmed actions to do submission then.
Nice.
So I've done 4, 5, 6, 7. So I spend 2 frenzy for this.
All right. And
That's supposed
yeah,
to be
and
the
you definitely get her,
Yeah.
and we can exit combat here. Elar, what do you want to do? Or what does that look
Yeah,
like? You grab her.
Yeah, so I think it's more Denatru's like struggling around. He like gets up and she's like kicking and shit. And he's like trying to hand her over, and Emmy just like grabs her. How tall is this woman? I always have to ask because I need to know.
a good point.
She's actually about 6'3" too, a little taller
Oh.
Oh.
than some of those.
Okay. So I would say that Emmy, basically she'll kind of push her face, like, or grab the back of her neck and push her face onto the ground and crank one of her arms behind her back and like hold it up really high, kind of kneel on the woman's butt just to hold her down, and say, look, if you try to break out of this, I'm going to break your arm, and just slowly all of your limbs are going to break. And the last time I did this to someone, they were literally eviscerated while in my arms. So I'd suggest you cooperate with any questions that we have, or else, look, I just got this thing washed and I don't want to have to do it again. My hands are already a mess. Sorry.
Yeah, it would be for the best it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. I mean, I like having a bath and everything, but, you know, I just had to get blood out of clothes, a lot of spit, you know.
Baths are
Speaking
usually
of blood.
much better with water and sweat.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what I heard is spit, like, helps break down, like, blood and stuff. I don't know why, but, Faustine told me this once. You know, she cut her finger and got it all over her apron. She, like, licked it, and I don't know. I don't know the magic behind it.
Huh.
It's a real life tip. Spit actually does help break down blood because of the enzymes in your spit.
Enith walks over and looks at Elar. What's Elar doing?
I think Elar is sort of watching the blood pump out of the severed leg, you know, as the last few heartbeats happen from this person, and is just sort of enjoying the way the blood pools in the street, runs through the cobblestones and into that drain.
Enith walks up and she's kind of smiling and twirling her blade. And she like bows to one of the, you know, this woman over here. Like a little curtsy almost. And just cleaning up the streets, ma'am. And then she looks over and she's like, well, he certainly got him good. She kind of notices your face as you're watching the blood with a creepy smile.
Yeah. I think Elar, it's almost like he hears her from far away and then turns and looks and it says, oh, Kani Azul, that didn't really expect it to be so effective.
Says,
I like the way it feels.
says, oh. And she raises an eyebrow. What book are they after?
Elar will say, hard to say. I've got quite a few books at this point. Let's ask him.
As you look at, when you say that, you look over to Sadala, who's like, Emmy and Donachi are you know, got her pinned and everything, and she seems to be like looking at Hayata like almost in tears, and she's so mad, you know, and she can't move, but definitely distraught that Hayata is dead, or apparently, and very frustrated that they failed.
So I think Elar will squat down next to Sadala where she's like figure 4 pinned and say, so, what book are you looking for?
She looks towards you and she says, the cursed one that you carry. You know what book?
Stop struggling. God. Isn't that like a holy book? Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah. Go ahead, you first.
Yeah, she's like, stop, isn't that like the book that those elves were looking for? Stop moving, God.
Elar will say, so, is that the one you're looking for? The same one that the Eldrin from the Cathedral Divinities wanted? Or perhaps you were looking from that Book of Resurrection that we liberated from the Elder Eye?
But the book the cathedral wanted. Yes, that one.
So, what makes you think you're the proper keeper of it then?
It holds powers that you don't understand. It is cursed.
So, you understand this curse then? Like, I didn't I, but seems like you just told your fella over there to murder us for it. So, perhaps the curse has its fingers on you?
She looks towards her friend again, and she says, the book is too strong for you. It'll corrupt you.
I mean, Ellar's like pretty strong of will and whatnot, and also I think strong of arms. I don't know, maybe. We should probably, can we like go into an alleyway or something? This is weird to
That
do in the middle of
seems
the
like
street.
a good idea.
Okay, come on, and she'll like haul her up, and like keep like one hand on the back of her neck and say, "Look, I snapped your friend's neck back there, and I'm really sorry. I'm assuming that's maybe your lover or something. The way that you're sad, I'm very sorry about that. I told you should have run. I mean, the one guy recognized me. I could see it. You know who I am. You know who we are." She's gonna start like leading her into an alleyway. We're gonna do this, right?
Elar will say, as much as I like taking this Raji into an alley, maybe we should just take her straight over to the Cathedral Divinities. Those Eldrin there, they've been expecting me.
Oh.
Let's have it out with them.
No. No, no.
Why?
Don't take me there. They will kill me.
Well, I mean, we're probably gonna kill you too, to be perfectly honest.
I can pay you.
No, sorry, I don't get paid off. I don't know about the rest of you. I mean, we've traveled together enough. We're not the ones to be paid off, right?
No, I think I'd quite like to hear the story that they would have to tell.
Yeah.
The more she doesn't want to go to the Cathedral of Divinities, the more I do want to go. She's willing to murder us in the street for this thing.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Hell yeah. So you're gonna drag her off to the cathedral and
Is Inathia gonna loot the corpses?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
probably doing
Already
that
done.
already.
Just like,
Lifted a few pockets of some bystanders who were rubbernecking.
yeah, you know. Roll for stealing.
Come on.
Can I roll for
Does-
Shibari? Higher up.
What is that?
It's like, you know, like,
Sorry.
yeah, it's like a type of like, you know, tying ropes around a person and stuff.
Japanese rope bondage.
Yeah.
19 steel.
Hell yeah. Let me get a picture. With no titties. We're gonna make it wholesome.
Let's see. The guards do not get there soon enough. You guys take off
Too bad for them.
and make your way to the cathedral. You get to the gates of the cathedral, and there are two Templars there that are guarding it. Both of them have like halberd lances and heavy armor and stuff. Elar, can you make, or whoever wants to walk up and talk to them, make their glory check.
Who wants to do the talking? Elar? Ah.
Yeah, Elar will go, but they don't recognize him. So Elar will walk up and say, "Alright, Mara, we got some folks on there just waiting for us. They told us to be here, and here we are. Plus, we brought along a friend. They'll be wanting to hear her story as well. And I."
Yeah, it takes them a few minutes. One of them goes inside, and the guard just stands outside with his halberd lance. He does seem like interested in the person that you brought. He keeps looking at her, and she like puts her head down and looks to the ground, very ashamed.
Ooh, ashamed, eh?
Oh, excommunicated from the church.
Yeah, do you let me put you guys in here. There we go. Alderan will see you now, and then you guys are let in. You guys have view there?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you walk in,
I only have blackness. Can you ping where we're oh, there it is. Sorry.
Got it.
Yeah, I have sight.
Alright. Everything seems to be doing that moving slow again thing.
Yeah, Aldarin, that's the fella who approached me before.
He walks in. As you guys are walking into this place, the church is huge. I think you've been here before. Yeah, when you dropped off Noel.
Yeah. Yep.
But you didn't get to go very far inside, and you notice the Elven Templar. It's probably like his personal Templar. He comes and waves for you to follow him, and then you meet him in the library, pretty much, or some side study, where you can see all of the stained glass windows and the huge the light coming in here in this dusty old chamber. But you can tell it does have magic in this place. You can just feel it in the air, and candles lit everywhere, and scrolls and stuff like that. Old library smell. You notice Aldarin turn around from the bookshelf, and he walks closer to you. He looks towards Sadala, interested, and he says, "You've brought some friends, I see."
Hi, I'm Emmy. We get a person. They didn't want to come here. Don't know why. So we brought him here.
I have heard of you, Emmy.
Okay.
The monk of Kiltor.
Yeah, and that's me.
You've been doing good all over the city, I hear.
I mean, all of us really are. I mean, why not, since we're not here for very long? Try to do what we can.
Cleaning up the filth from the streets. That's good. The city is very large and it gathers quite a bit of filth. And as he says this, his eyes kind of fall on Sadala.
Well, we're not really, I don't think here to talk about that. She looks over to Elar, take the floor. This is, your area of expertise. I'm not good in these formal places.
So, Rogue, out of curiosity, how is Elar feeling physically since he's been carrying this book around? Has it affected his frailty or his asthma or his lung issues at all?
Let me look at what's up with your disease. You have
Yeah, it's in the abilities under traits, abilities tab.
go.
Disease and frailty. You want me to just put them in chat?
I see it. Yeah.
Don't forget this one.
Damned. I don't think it's bothered any of this or affected at all.
Okay.
And it's actually like this is kind of like the first time you've sensed anything from it, really. Maybe there was a little bit when you cut that guy in half when he fled, and like it was weird. And I don't know if Elar had felt that way, like just about doing it naturally um, after killing that guy, because it was kind of, he was fleeing, and that guy was like level 1 or 2 or something, really. Uh, uh, so I don't know if he had felt bad about that at all. But now I
He's
think you're
definitely.
starting.
Okay, go ahead.
But now I think you're starting to like notice that something's happening.
Yeah, I think it's for Elar. I think it's definitely been an arc. Like when they were in the Highborn area of House Vane, and he killed that one woman, and there was a lot of pushback for that. I think he's been, definitely on this sort of black and white path. Um, but the whole fascination with blood thing, that's new, and like really, he never really took pleasure in murdering these people. So the fact that he took time to enjoy that, um, is he even aware now that the time has passed that would be unusual for him, or is he completely consumed by this item?
I think since you're just like starting to notice it, and you're starting to realize that, I don't know if it would make you want to hold on to this book or make you more interested. That I think that's up to you. Um, you don't feel any like you don't want to show this off. I mean, you're not compelled to do anything specifically, But so it's totally up to you. But I mean, it does seem like quite interesting, really. You would learn to.
Um,
You would probably like to learn more about it, or would you?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, he would definitely be more interested in learning about it. Um, so I think Ella will start. Will say, "Alright, Mara, Alderin, this here," and he will point to Sadala. Is this one of yours? One of your errands? Errand fetchers to get the thing for me to murder me on the street?
And he smiles and he says, "Of course not. Why would I do such a thing?"
This one here said that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
This one here, with her lackeys, came upon us in the street, said that I didn't have the power to carry around this book. I seemed to know a great deal about the book and that I had it on my person. And they seemed to think that they were the right for once to take it from me. It's of interest to me that so many people seem to know that I have this book.
That is interesting. We should inquire more about this and lock this one up. I could get the answers that you seek from her. If you wish.
Elar will nod and say, so that's why we brought her to you.
Does anybody have detect deceit or... Yeah, I would say go ahead and do a perception check if you're just trying to like read this guy. If you don't have detect deceit or... I don't think Inet does. Let me see.
Sinatra, you might.
Yeah, sorry, what role was it?
Detect deceit.
Detect to see. I don't think I actually do. I just have good perception.
Man, somebody does. Who was it? Oh, it was yeah, I think Dre does as well.
I could do a perception roll.
Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, Eneth does have it.
Ooh, nice.
It's pretty good at it, actually. Let's let you roll. I don't think that when you start to talk about this, you notice Eneth's eyes on you, Elar, and she kind of like shakes her head, like, and then looks back towards that guy as you're talking about it. As he's talking about taking Sadala off your hands and like locking her up and interrogating her.
Elar will turn and look at Sadala and say, and so what would you think about that? Want to go with this man?
Sadala shakes her head. No. No, I'll come with you. Aldarin says, no, that's fine. She should remain here, and we will get the answers from her. And he nods over to the Elven Templar. He says, take her.
Well, sorry to interject. What exactly are you gonna do to get answers from her?
Whatever we must.
Do you mean like torturing?
If that is the god's will.
I mean, I'm not really big on torture. And it feels kind of wrong to hand someone over just to get tortured. Kind of feels like handing them over to the guards.
You do not have to witness this.
It's not about witnessing it, really. It's knowing that I'm handing someone over just to be, tortured and then probably killed. I'd rather just get it over with.
You mean execute her?
Emmy looks uncomfortable. Looks over to Inathaya. Looks back. Honestly, I don't really know. I mean, she kind of did sick people on us to try and kill us and whatnot. She's gonna look over to Elar. Seeming to default to him, seeing what Elar wants.
Elar will look at Emmy. Has Emmy Emmy went back to Kaleem the Red's tower. Did she let Elar know whether or not we're gonna be carrying that item?
She would have said no, like, because everybody in the group said no, that they were going to carry the item,
Okay.
so she, of course, went along with that.
All right, so we do not have that, and the reasoning was that we didn't want to be chased and pursued by people who were trying to steal it, right?
Exactly.
And put the caravan and innocent people at risk.
Mm-hmm.
So I think based on that, LRs will say, so like, I don't trust you. No offense, but Rosewater seems to have a great deal of corruption that runs through all sorts of places where the corruption shouldn't be, and actually, you know what? I am going to astrally perceive him.
Yeah. Also, Emmy kind of looks. She's like, "Wait, were you the ones who also wanted the eye?"
The eye.
Yeah. Wait, am I wrong about that? she kind of grimaces a bit. Oops.
Ah, the eye. Yes, of course.
Mm.
That artifact that's held by the Red Wizard.
Yeah.
It would be safer in our hands, of course.
Okay.
But,
I think she'll be safer in our hands. I mean, I feel like my quote unquote like interrogation, she like has like a hand, because she's got a hand like holding onto her still. It's like, you know, my interrogation skills, it's a lot nicer. I can get more information, you know, the whole you can catch more boars with grass than with bees.
And the Elven Templar is like already reaching for her too, you know. And he stops and lowers his hand. He kind of looks towards Aldarin. And Aldarin smiles and he says, yes, I have heard about you. The good morals of the monk of Kieltor. You treat people well. Or you crush them, leave them in the streets dead.
I mean, usually if they attack me, then I'm gonna crush them. That's kind of how it goes. I warned them ahead of time. I mean, I warned her friends that I was going to crush them if they didn't leave, and they didn't leave, so I crushed them. I'm nothing if, I fulfill a lot of promises. Mostly crushing people.
You keep interesting friends, Elar.
Oh,
So-
I'm on.
Anyway, for the real reason you're here, did you bring the book?
So LR's eyes go sort of white and gray. What kind of mana is flowing through this Aldarin fellow?
You can see... Pull this up real quick. Oh, there's a lot of different colors going through. It's kind of a amalgamation of, but you do see, oh, before I say anything else, make a willpower check. Okay. You are pretty sure that he casts all manner of spells. You see some several different colors swirling around him. Nothing that kind of overpowers the other, though.
No black?
You do see some dark in there as well. Which is off-putting.
Yeah.
And,
LR will say, No, I don't think I'll be turning the book over to you. Not until you clear those dark stains out of your aura, anyway.
And you can see he like grinds his teeth for a second, and his knuckles are white, and he says, "So you are going to hold on to the book then, and study it alone?"
I'd even anything for nothing, but I don't want to put my friends and the other people who I travel with in danger from the likes of you and her, and Elar points to Sadala, constantly coming after us to try to get this thing. No, I think I'll find somewhere else, somewhere safe, a vault to keep it in. That way it's not on my person. Perhaps the bottom of the ocean would be the best place for it.
He raises an eyebrow. He says, "We could offer you quite a bit of coin to turn it over to us."
And what am I to spend that coin on? Slaves? Whores? Books of necromancy? Is that what else you have to offer? No, I don't need your coin. And the harder you push to take the book away from me, the more reluctant I am to give it to you.
You see the Elven Templar's hand start to like go to the hilt of his sword. And Aldarin says, "Well then, you have made your choice. I will not force you to hand the book over. But if you wish to truly protect your friends, that might be the best choice. It is a shame. You are free to go, though. Oh, your friend, the homeless human.
No.
You can take him with you as well now. He's all better."
Then take him we shall. I won't be leaving Northwater for another 2 days yet. I'll think on it.
He says, "Good then."
It's true I don't want to carry this thing on me, and maybe you're the right person for it, but troubled by what I see in your aura. I will need to meditate on it for a time. And let's see, and Elar sort of gestures to the stained glass windows depicting the various gods. You'll see. Let's see what they face in the gods tell me in my dreams about whether or not you're the one who's worthy to take this thing from me.
We elves are the only ones who know how to handle magic truly.
Yeah, well, the elves can kind of shove it up your ass. You go now.
Elar will switch to Oanath, the ancient elven tongue, and say, and yet for all of our centuries and millennia of study, are we any better?
He kind of lowers his head a little bit and stares at you. And he says, "I will see you soon, Elar. I'm sure of it."
Elar will switch back to the trade tongue and say, and he leans very heavily on his staff as though this conversation has taken a lot out of him. And he'll say, "We should go before I fall over. And we should take her with us."
Yeah, it's a plan.
And Elar wants to look at Noel You know what? I'm gonna wait till we get outside.
Before we leave, because Emmy, she rolled a high enough intelligence check for this, and she's on one right now. She's kind of mad. She looks to Aldarin and says, "You know us. You know me. You know our reputation. So, as an elf with all your fancy magics, and I'm sure fancy words, I suggest that next time you make your threats more veiled, unless you're willing to follow through with them. But I promise, and I always follow through with mine, that if you try and come after us for this book, I will destroy you."
Edith raises an eyebrow and looks over at Emmy, and then looks towards Aldarin. She's like, she's pretty strong.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go before I get us into more trouble. She's gonna start walking away.
And they just like quietly stare at you guys as you walk out. And Noel definitely looks like he's been through, the ringer a few times. I'm gonna move you guys out into the streets, maybe a street location where you can check on him and probably do some ending RP.
We have gifts to be given from Inithai. It's not even one.
Yeah.
We have that. We also have the evening time where we gotta meet that guy. Just say it. There's so much. It's okay.
Any ending RP 2 hours later.
Yes, 2 hours later. I have lots to say.
Yeah, we don't have to cut it off here.
Okay.
You guys get back out in the street, and Sadala is the first one to actually say anything. Really, I think is she looks ashamed still, and looks towards you. Thank you. You didn't have to save me.
No, we didn't. So I'd suggest that you start talking about why you're hunting Elar and this whole book thing. Because I don't want to have to give you back, or anything like that. I just threatened the guy, and I don't know how powerful he is, and that's very concerning, but I don't like when people threaten my friends. So yeah, I'd suggest that you spill any, sand that you have in your mouth about this.
She says, "Of course. I will be honest with you now. And you're in the streets, it's crowded here in this area. But you can see that she starts to wane and look like she's getting dizzy for a second. You start to see blood running down her nose.
Oh no!"
And she holds her face for a minute. And says, I don't feel well.
We'll find a place to sit. We gotta check on Noel too. She'll try to lead the party over to find somewhere. Go ahead, Elar.
Yeah, can we get off the street, like a tavern or something?
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have to move us to a different map, but can we just say that we go into one of these taverns here
The
on the
Broom
street?
and Bucket.
Yes.
So Elar will say, anything for nothing, but sometimes I get afflictions myself. Is that something that happens to you a lot?
She shakes her head. No, not at all.
Are you being attacked by sorcery right now?
This could be. This could be so. Had him in my dreams ever since he hired us.
What? Who hired you?
You guys got a view there.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if Aki, you're saying anything or if you're muted. You haven't said anything in a while. Sorry, go ahead.
Alan, hired you then.
Yeah, who's yeah, who hired you?
She says he did. He was lying. And it's like, I knew it. I knew he was lying.
Oh, we should just go back in and kill that guy.
Denatriu.
Sorry.
But how long were you out?
Just a few. I don't know.
Okay.
We were leaving.
We were leaving. Okay, yeah. So we left. Sadala's nose started bleeding. And then we're like, oh shit. So we ducked inside a tavern. We asked her what's going on, and she's like, I've been having dreams ever since he hired us. We're like, who hired you? And it's like, that guy, the fucking elf. And we're like, ah, shit.
Oh,
That's where we're at
yeah,
now.
that's bad.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Emmy wants to go back in there and just kill him.
I don't know. How many do they have?
I mean, I saw the one guy and the one Templar. We can. It's only two of them.
Anything for nothing but the Cathedral of Divinities has who knows how many folk. And I don't think they take very kindly to us killing one of their high priests. Even if he is corrupt,
And I threatened
full
the
of evil
guy.
darkness.
Shit. Emmy looks like, ugh. She's like, oh no, I've made a mistake.
Elar's gonna astral perceive Noel to see if he can notice anything there.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. Oh, you already did. That's a 7. He seems clear of what held him before, that darkness around him. He just seems just wiped out, physically and mentally. But he notices you looking at him, and he smiles and he nods and stutters horribly when he talks to you. And thank you for coming back for me.
Elar says, anything for nothing, but I've been worried about you a great deal. I didn't like leaving you in that cathedral, but I thought maybe they might have medicines that would help you in ways that I couldn't. I'm glad you're okay. Although, you look like you've had a few rough nights. Can I get you something to eat?
Oh, right, yes.
So yeah, Elar will order food, for everyone. But make sure that Noel gets, he feels really bad about Noel, so, Noel gets whatever food he prefers. And then Elar will, while Noel is chowing down, sort of conspiratorially will speak with Emmy and Denatriu and Athaya, and say, don't think we should give this thing to that fella. He's corrupt, especially if he's ensorcelled this woman here. But I don't think we should carry it with us because they're gonna keep coming for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same
Let's
problem.
put our heads together. Yeah, it's the same problem that we would have had with that thing with Kaleem the Red, the High Veja hook.
I think that's for the best we get rid of it somehow.
Maybe we should give Kaleem the book. Emmy thinks that she's thought of the most genius thing. I mean, you could take care of it.
Yeah, Elar will nod his head and say, "Hi, Emmy, right? We should at least talk to Kaleem.
Yeah.
Maybe he can tell us something about it or who can take care of it."
That works.
What does the book do? Enith says this. Is it just a spell book? Does it teach you magical things?
Elar will say, well, they weren't wrong when they said it was beyond my ability to understand. That part's true. Whatever it does, it's beyond my meager abilities. But I gotta tell ya, I don't like the way I've felt the last few days.
We should get rid of it then. One way or another. So, if anyone can control it, perhaps Kaleem can, I don't know, use magic to make it not so dangerous. Guard it somehow.
Yeah.
I hate to put this burden on Kaleem, but I don't want to put this burden on ourselves either.
I mean, he shrugs.
I like the way I feel when I carry it. That makes me nervous.
It does sound a bit concerning.
I mean, stuff that
I
changes.
just watched the man bleed out in the street. And not only did I not do anything to help him, I enjoyed watching him die.
Oh, Emmy grimaces a little bit and says, "Yeah, that's a bit of a
It's
problem."
pretty concerning.
Yeah.
Whatever this thing is, whatever it does, whatever it can teach me, I'm not willing to pay the price.
No,
And anyone who is, they shouldn't have it.
You wish to burn it then? Or
we can burn the book.
Can we?
I
Maybe.
don't know. Why not?
If anyone can, Kaleem in his fiery tower could, right?
Yeah.
I suppose.
So, perhaps tomorrow morning we should take it to him.
We are leaving tomorrow as well.
Sounds for the best then. It should be perfect.
I'm glad you told that guy that we were gonna leave in 2 days. That was smart. Hopefully he won't attack in the night, because I have a feeling that he's gonna send more people at us.
Stands to reason, yes.
Yeah.
Perhaps that sewer entrance might be useful about now.
Maybe we can convince, you know, Serval to, like, leave a day early? Like, to...
I don't see why not.
Yeah. I mean, we do have that whole book meeting thing, right? Or you have that, like, necromancy book meeting thing tonight at the tavern, but...
I mean, it's not that pressing given the amount of concerns we already have to deal with.
Yeah, maybe we could just, like, go tonight. if, you know, you're okay with it.
I don't think anyone would be that opposed.
We could just...
I mean, we did already spend longer than planned, so...
Yeah, we can see if he's alright with it. I mean, it would require everyone else packing up very quickly, and probably they wouldn't be fully prepared to leave just yet.
Might be safer, though.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Emmy looks really guilty and says, I really shouldn't have threatened the guy, but I was mad.
Seems.
It's alright.
Elar will put a hand on Emmy's arm and say, anything for nothing, but he deserved to be pulled off. And I'm glad you had the courage to do it.
I don't know if it's courage or stupidity, really. Probably courage. I'm going to say it's courage, because that sounds better.
Did get quite a bad vibe from him.
He did seem quite ominous.
I don't understand the whole elven superiority thing. Like, I mean, Y'all
I
are
mean-
hot, but like that's about it. You live longer. That's nice. That's cool, but I mean, you can fit into smaller spaces. I think. I don't know. Than me, anyway. That's about it.
I think that's just it.
Yeah,
Those who live a long time, they get a big head.
and I can fit into small spaces.
So, Elar will look to, Denatriu and Anathia and Emmy, and then nod towards Sadala. Oh, do we cut her loose then?
How's she looking right now, Ro? She's still bleeding at the nose.
She looks really bad, not bleeding at the nose, but she looks really pale, like she might be starting to get a fever, and she's sweating.
I mean,
She hasn't said anything at all. Yeah,
I mean, it looks a bit bad.
Suppose it's. I'm not sure.
I mean, she looks to Sadala and says, "So, why did you accept the job to come and try to kill us and take the book, or Elar specifically?"
We were paid quite well. And the book is supposed to be very evil. I think it is connected to the eye, the Ejoke, as you said,
Oh.
somehow.
Perhaps.
Sadala's not really a bad person. I don't think you're a bad person at all. I think it was just, I'm sorry about your friends. I don't think we should leave her behind if we can. Maybe we should try and find her some help.
I don't mind.
I don't want to leave her behind. No. I don't know what they're gonna try and do to you if we do.
The waitress comes up. You can see the place isn't that busy or anything. The filthy hatchet. She walks up and says, "Can I get anything else for you?" And she starts to put down some food and stuff that you ordered, Elar, earlier.
I think we're okay. Hey, do you know where the nearest healer is? At all?
There's an apothecary across the street.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
She smiles.
We should take Sadala there.
All right.
I think I'd be fine. I just need some rest.
Okay. Should still get you checked
Elar
out.
will say, "Anything for nothing, Sadala. I don't hold any ill will towards you. But you better go get yourself some help. 'Cause I don't think your friend, Cathedral of Divinities, is gonna be very forgiving. Oh, perhaps you should lay low." Then Elar will turn to Noel and say, "Noel, after you finish your meal, and eat as much as you want, you should go down to the Temple of the Maker and see what Norgar's done there. They've turned it into an actual place of healing and hope. I'm sure you could find a good place there, and it might do you some good to see how it's been transformed from a place of wickedness into a place of good."
Or,
He looks up.
sorry,
Okay.
I was gonna say, or if you'd wanna, I mean, kinda thinks about it from one. Or if you want to join a monk order, you can come with us in the caravan. Either way, you're probably gonna get punched a lot, though, as a warning. Something you're trying. It's an option. This is an option. I'm not saying that you have to or anything. The Temple of the Maker is probably better for you, to be honest. I mean, you've been through a lot.
Oh, yes, I'll have to think about that. And he's like, starts shoving more food in his mouth. Looks like he hasn't eaten in a week. Enith pats him on the shoulder. She says, oh, I have a present for you.
Or no?
But she looks at you, Emmy,
Oh.
and she's like, it's for you, but I want to give it to you later.
Oh. Is it that kind of? I mean, I feel like we should wait because I think we're gonna get, we might get jumped in the middle of the night by a bunch of elves. So maybe we should wait on that. Unless it's like a physical thing, then yeah, definitely. But if it's that, then we should wait.
She giggles, says, no, it's definitely a physical thing. Well, of course, this was the other thing, but
Like an item.
yes,
Ah, okay.
that.
That's fine.
And Sadala says, what about this place here? Can we just, maybe I can get a room here.
If you want to get a room here, okay. We've got places that we sleep at that are not here. But you should go see an apothecary, the apothecary across the road first, and then you can sleep a little bit, just to make sure. Maybe there's like a curse or something. This curse is a thing.
Yes, definitely. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thank you again.
All right.
She stands up and she goes for the door. She stumbles a little bit, but she makes it out the door.
Oh, you know what?
Mhm.
Yeah, Eller gets up and runs to stop her.
You want to stop her before she goes out?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if this will help, but I might have something that can ease your suffering. If you'll let me cast a spell on you.
Indeed.
Proclaive. Oh, okay.
Nice. Oh, and I see her. Okay, cool. Yeah, you cast this spell over her. It seems like she feels a little better, and she puts a hand on your elbow for a moment and steadies herself. She says, "What was that?"
That's a spell. To dispel whatever enchantment might be on you. I don't know if it worked. I don't like to admit it. That fella's probably a lot more powerful than I am. I did what I could for you. I hope it helps.
Thank you so much. And she smiles and nods, and takes off. Noel as well. He eats his food. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we do this last scene here with
I mean, I could just bullshit as Emmy for a long, long time. But I won't.
Okay. Let me see here. Closing scene. Denatria, you're good?
Not you.
He might be asleep again.
Oh my god.
But
It
he's
was
got to
probably
work in the
rad.
morning. Yeah. Bedroom scene. Here you go.
Oh. Okay.
This is Enith and Emmy.
Oh. All right.
She pulls out this ring. It has a green stone in it. It has like a little, well, like cat's eye stones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so they're like sitting, I guess, in Enith's room that she has because Emmy does not have a room in the inn. She pulls out this ring. Emmy seems very like she's a bit taken aback and more of a surprise than anything. She says, "What's this for?"
Had it for a long time. This stone. It helped me. It helped me get over the loss of some friends that I loved very much, some companions. I blamed myself for their deaths for quite some time, and I thought it might help you in that same way.
And Emmy looks down at the stone and kind of takes his hand very gently into her own, looks up at her. Thank you. This means a lot to me.
She smiles and
It hasn't been a very long time at all. It feels like so much has happened within a week's time, but I mean, it's barely even been 10 days since we lost Marty. Thank you, Enith. And thank you for, I guess, being with me.
she smiles. Her eyes kind of flutter a little bit. She kisses you on the cheek. And she says, I blamed myself for a long time. And I don't want you to do the same thing. I feel like if I'd have never pressured Denatriu into doing this job, that my friends would still be alive. Or if I'd have moved a little faster, the gate wouldn't have dropped. And the portcullis wouldn't have closed. My friends could have escaped, but anyway, this green stone seemed to help.
I mean, I'll take it and put the ring on her pinky. Look at it and look at Anathia. I feel like I don't have to tell you that it wasn't your fault. I feel like you already know, but I'm sorry about your friends. I really am.
She grabs your face and starts to kiss you.
Yeah. And we'll pull her in close.
And as that scene fades out, Sadala is seen staggering across the street to the apothecary. But as blackness fills her eyes and the veins in her neck bulge with black fluid through her veins, and she falls over dead in the street. And that's where we gotta end it.
Oh no. Oh no! Shit!
Yeah.